They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. There to stop him, Chad Thomas.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun. Gomez. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Fighting and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
All right, now look at 50. 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Gomez, operating from the gun, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Green 39.
Down 2 touchdowns
39.
early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
This is Collins on the handoff. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Gomez to throw on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the... And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing is Gomez. Off the play fake. And he fires one incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Gomez. Gonna throw again. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And an alley to run. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
4 down. Check. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here we go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Collins. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gomez now on third down. To the right and complete to Galladay. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gomez escapes the defender. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Gomez. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is taken in at the 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! Detroit!
Gomez operating from the gun. Looking downfield for Godwin. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Second down, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. Able to get away. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Gomez. Throwing on first down. His man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. First and goal, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield on first down. Now he's forced out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gomez on 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. On the carry, it's Logan. And some room to maneuver. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
3-19.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They go again with Collins, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Back to throw. Gomez. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And again, it's Collins. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third down. Gomez now off the bootleg. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to airwalk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is my theme with Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Gomez. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
Leopard! Leopard! Over!
Now Collins. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Collins. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Detroit! Detroit!
Gomez from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. 4 down. Check. Detroit. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing is Gomez. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete to Ingram.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They run with Collins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. This is Logan. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They run again with Logan. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.